AFTV 0-0. Clean sheet. Listen, it was a dire game, really. It was a terrible game. But, you know, you could see out there two teams low on confidence, two teams that didn't want to lose the game, and that's how it ended up, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. I mean, there were spells in the game where I felt we could have attacked it more, and I definitely feel like the lineup was very bold. It were almost like Freddie knew, because it was his last game, he wanted to put faith in the youth. I felt it worked at a time, but I would have liked to have seen maybe Pepe come on for Nelson and, you know, maybe Laka for Smith Rowe, maybe have a bit more dynamism up top. But yeah, 0-0, clean sheet. Obviously, we're in a transition. It is what it is, man. I'm gutted because I do think the 3 points were there for the taking. However, positives, because it is all about the positives now, because the club have acted. Moving forward, it's a good basis for Mikel Arteta to come in.
Do you reckon he said he was going to be... It's almost like a warning he gave yesterday. I'm watching everyone, right? I'm watching you lot out there, right? And it was almost like they took that on board. Because I noticed some little, even before the game, I've never seen Arsenal players go into a huddle before. They went into like a huddle. And then when they were playing now, I don't know, I just sensed that they put more in.
Taking it on board.
There were certain players out there that, you know, I've seen been very poor this season, put a lot more effort in. I mean, players like David Luiz, I mean, there was a lot of aerial stuff coming in there, and he dealt with it very well today.
I'm going to give props to Xhaka. I thought Xhaka played better in there. I thought he did. Yeah, you know what it is, right? He called it. And the things that Mikel said is just the basics. And if it took that for them to wake up, then what have they been doing for 3-4 months? It's fucking stupid, do you know what I mean? Shouldn't take that for them to think, oh, actually, I should be closing down or put that extra percentage in. So that just shows the levels where they've been playing. So they owe it to the fans now. They owe it to him to prove that they should be playing for this club. That's what I think. That I was underwhelmed at the start when Mikel Arteta was offered it because of the way that Arsenal positioned it, right? You can't come out and say we've got a list of 12 candidates, because you know that Arteta's not at the top of that. So already it seems like we've gone like down and down and down. But his press conference reassured me, and he had a poise and a confidence of somebody that's hungry, that wants to prove himself. He knows the club. I'm praying, brother, you bring Santi Cazorla in as player coach, because I tell you, mate,
player, yeah.
I'm telling you, that is the one. But I think, you know, working with midfielders, the likes of Guendouzi, the likes of Ceballos, and remember, he's a coach, you know what I'm saying? And you can see that he understands football. He was a good footballer. He was good positionally. He was good tactically and technically. So I feel like, as a coach, it will be better for our club. At the end of the day, I don't want to be in Europa next season. Like, I would take him trying different players, trying different systems, trying to build the confidence back, getting a bit of form back, and us finishing 10th if it looks like he calls players out and goes, right, you know you're going to go, you're not playing, and he starts to bring on the likes of the people that are going to be set about it. But I'm interested to see how... Does he get to choose the players that he wants to come in, or is it going to be the board that are putting it to him? Because he likes to play expansive football, but we still need to sort that defence. Talking to somebody in the stadium before on about Saliba, it's a lot of pressure for a young lad to come in thinking he's going to be the all singing, all dancing, saving grace when he's still a young lad learning his trade. So I'm going to say it again, man. Lewis Dunk should be a baller that we should look for. I really think that we do need a spine, and we should look to incorporate players in the January window that can potentially, obviously, help us this season, but then potentially have like a backbone to give us some like fight, and also a fight for positions as well. Because as much as Luiz played well, as much as Xhaka played well, like, you know that there's a few games down the line where they're going to slip up, and we're like, for fuck's sake. And that's what we have at the moment. It's all right, these players playing all right, but where's the consistency? And maybe he'll be able to coach that through them, but I just think he needs a fucking blank slate. I'm a bit flat, man. I'm not going to lie. 0-0, they were there for the taking. But new year, new decade. This is what I wanted to say, actually. This decade for Arsenal fans, it's been a decade of mediocrity, I believe, from what the Cronkies came in and stated that they were going to do. So this is a shout out to the Cronkies, yeah? Like, 3 years to get us challenging again. Otherwise, bounce, man. You know what I'm saying, man? You've come in, you've drained the club of its resources and its finances. Like, put something back into the club. And if we end up losing players like Aber and Laka, replace them with the quality as well, because we're still waiting to fucking replace the likes of Nasri, the likes of Fabregas. You know, we've let players go and we've always like recruited less and less and less. So no wonder we're in this position. And obviously it's been a bit of a wound at how this season's gone with 3 months in and it's already dead. But at the same time, hold your horse. At the same time, man, I feel it's like it's a good time because we've just been paper over in the cracks, and at the time now, it's a raw wound. It's a raw wound, so we can go at it, hopefully all on the same page. I can't believe what's just happened there. It shook me a bit, do you know what I mean? There's no need for that. Keep doing your thing, brother, and at the end of the day, the Arsenal fans now getting behind Mikel Arteta, getting behind this club and moving forward into a new decade, because there is something there. There's just a spark, and I hope that Arteta's the one to unlock it, because we need to get competing again. That's me. Merry Christmas, everybody. Peace.